In the dream, I stepped into the shadows and discovered the seeds of renewal. I dreamed that I was a creative producer at a film company, responsible for casting roles. But my way of casting was unique. I chose the right people through my subconscious. I walked along a one-way street lined with white buildings, heading back to the company. I noticed the neighbors downstairs had moved out, which felt a little strange. When I went inside their place, it was completely empty, filled only with an eerie silence. My colleague whispered that the company had been involved with supernatural things and was evicted by the landlord. Even though they're gone, their shadows still linger on that floor. I feared they might interfere with my subconscious choices. Every time I pass this floor, an invisible pressure grips me, as if these shadows are trying to seep into my subconscious. The scene shifted. I awoke from a nap in my American home. My family was gone. Then I heard their voices and saw them returning home with a silver suitcase. I closed my eyes, pretending to sleep. Then came my daughter's whisper.
Mom is still asleep.
Suddenly, everything turned white. In the yard, I quietly swept the fallen leaves. Suddenly, the house pulled away, fading like an illusion, and I realized this was a dream. It felt as if I had returned to the small military village house of my childhood. I saw someone kneeling in a dim little house, like me or my father. Outside, the sunlight was radiant, but inside, the room was dim and heavy. A voice seemed to whisper,
"Only through atonement can the roles be chosen. Only then can they truly step onto the stage."
I gazed at the brightness, my heart filled with struggle and questions. The next moment, I was back on the white road. It was the same path, but the sky had changed. Beams of rainbow light pierced through the clouds. I quickened my pace. I had to get back to the company and finish the casting work. The scene shifted again to the small village house. This time, I knew the one kneeling inside was me. I understood. Only by completing this task could I move forward and continue the casting work. With a single cough, it felt as if the foundation of the dream itself was shaken. I closed my eyes and softly prayed to my subconscious for guidance. In the silence, I could almost hear an echo rising from deep within my soul. Then, suddenly, I was back in the company. The problem seemed resolved, and I finally submitted my casting proposal. In their eyes, I saw scrutiny, but also a glimpse of hope. In an instant, the world turned into a comic. White rabbits and red apples filled my sight. Apples turned into blossoming flowers, gently unfolding, and I felt new possibilities quietly taking root within me. As rabbits leap and petals drift away, the dream reminds me, true peace comes from inner integration. In this gentle moment, I realized the dream had taught me a new ability. The dream whispers, "Light is not the absence of darkness, but the bloom that comes after." The spirits represent unintegrated shadows, and the kneeling scene reflects self-judgment. Only by confronting the shadow and completing the inner task can one step into creation. The rabbits and blossoms symbolize rebirth and creativity. The psyche is ready for transformation. Only by facing the shadow can creation and renewal emerge. Sometimes, a dream is not an ending, but a gentle cue for a new beginning.